All right, boys. So we back playing some more Future Fight. I promised you guys 4 videos today, and I will deliver by any means necessary. Okay, so if you want these videos to keep rolling, man, make sure y'all smash the like button and leave me your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what else you guys want to see from me. So with the crystal spending event going on right now in Marvel Future Fight, and the fact that it's coinciding with the uniform sale, something we have not seen in a very long time, right? I had a lot of you guys blowing me up saying, yo, broski, you gotta give us a uniform guide, right? In regards to which uniforms we should buy, which ones we shouldn't buy, and all that good stuff. Because as you can see, there's quite a few uniforms that I own, but there's also a few that I don't own because they are pure garbage. And you guys may think I'm a whale, but I'm still not gonna spend money on these uniforms because they are trash. But I want to give you guys a complete guide for every uniform in the game. There is quite a bit. Okay, so let me jump over here really quickly and I'll show you guys. So let's go to team. All right, load up. All right, and then let's go to this thing right here, and you can see. So a lot of uniforms in the game, right? I own 228 of them. 25 of them I don't own. So I'm gonna give you guys my official tier list for uniforms in the game. Yes, I did purchase the uniform for Scarlet Witch at the request of many of you guys because she's my queen, and y'all saying I'm insulting the queen by not picking up her latest uniform. Tier 3 for her coming soon. Alright, so let's jump into the tier list so y'all can see what's popping. And keep in mind, everything you see is my opinion and mine alone based on my time and experience playing with all of these uniforms, right? And some of them are just not worth your money. So this right here is my official uniform guide for Marvel Future Fight. So at the very top, we have the must-buy category. These are the uniforms that's going to give you the best bang for your buck. It is going to be game-changing for your account and for the characters themselves. So if you're purchasing uniforms right now or ever in the future, the top row here, like it's not ordered like in terms of like best to worst. I'm just talking about this whole section. All of the uniforms here are bangers, right? Cap, Monster, all three of these uniforms, pick up whichever one you want, okay? If you're looking for a good combat hero, either one of these work. If you want a villain, blast villain that is, this one works. Doctor Strange in this uniform, very good. Cable, very good. Lady Deadpool, very good. Holiday, Lady Deadpool, even better if they put that on sale, okay? I have it already, so I can't see if it's on sale. If it's on sale, cop that thing ASAP like Rocky. Luna Snow, definitely good. Pietro, any of these uniforms, they're about on par. This one gives you a little bit more. So if you want to go for that one, go for that. Namor, this uniform, banging. Okay, this is one of those uniforms that I think is going to have long-term value because he's a super villain and he has an element. And I don't think we're ever going to see another super villain uniform for Namor. Don't quote me on that. It could happen, but it's very unlikely. But nonetheless, this one is gonna, like, seriously, it's gonna hold value and it's gonna withstand the test of time, in my opinion. Then we got Captain Marvel, definitely a banger. We got Scarlet Witch, I just picked it up. It's basically an upgrade to the uniform she had before. So if you like the one, the Uncanny Avengers one that she had, yeah, this one's even better, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, whatever tickles your fancy. Both Jean Grey uniforms are worth having. This one's better for PvP, this one's better for PvE. Sharon Rogers goes without saying, you gotta have that highest DPS in character in the game, on par with the likes of Quicksilver and Namor. Thanos, just pure monster, right? Apocalypse, must buy. Like, it completely transformed the character. His base kit, like, isn't like freaking, I would say 2016, 2017 still. Like, this brings him into 2021, okay? Just saying. Yeah, it brings him to the future. Colossus, must buy. Unless you've been living under a rock, right? Colossus is a big part of PvP right now because of his passive. And as a standalone character, he's really good. Not a lot of people still use Psylocke, but Psylocke is actually a very powerful character. I wouldn't say she needs this uniform because she's strong without it, but you're putting more firepower on a character that's already strong, which essentially means you're going to get faster clear times. And if you want to use her in PvP on manual, right, you can do that and she's going to clap cheeks for you. Yeah, Tasky's a boss, right? His base kit needs some work, but what he's offering with the uniform as a support type, banging. This right here, must buy uniform. If you're a new player, this honestly should be one of the first, if not the first uniform you buy, because you want to start winning in World Boss ASAP to get those materials. And this guy with the healing symbiote is definitely going to help you very, very, very early on. Rogue, solid upgrade for the character. Good DPS, great survivability. Black Widow coming in this new update. Her and Yelena, like both of their uniforms are good. So if you're low on funds, good luck deciding which of these two you pick up. But I would definitely recommend you pick up one of them, right? For each of them. So yeah, tough spot to be in if you don't have a lot of crystals, you're free to play, or you don't have any of these uniforms. Yeah, it's honestly a tough spot to be in. Magneto, very good in this uniform. So is Reed. Cyclops as well. This Nimrod uniform is very good. Sabretooth, still a must buy, in my opinion. You could possibly move him down to the great upgrade category, but I would still say he's a must buy, right? Iron Man, still a must buy for me. And I'm saying I am Iron Man, that legendary snap, team suit, or just a regular endgame uniform will work. Dr. Octavius, very, very good uniform. Mysterio isn't really a big part of the meta right now, but just for how much value you get from buying this uniform, I think it's a must buy if you like the character, right? It's one of those situations where he doesn't become the strongest character in the game, but if you compare his base kit to what the uniform is offering him, it's night and day. Like, it's completely unbelievable. And if every uniform in the game was giving characters these kind of upgrades where they don't become the best in the game and dominate everybody, but it's still just such a big difference from what they had before to what they get now, it would be honestly money well spent every time. Then Red Skull, that cosmic skull is a legend. You know what I'm saying? He's so freaking good. If only he didn't have that type duality thing where he's doing some energy and some physical, he would be much better. Also, if we had a little bit, I guess, more stable of a PvP scene, he might have been a bigger threat, but it is what it is. I still think it's a must buy. Moving down to this row right here. Honestly, I think all of these uniforms are worth looking at. Minerva kind of fell off a little bit, but I still think her uniforms offer a great upgrade, especially if you're free to play and you're new. You're looking for a good female combat supervillain. Her base kit is good. Her uniform makes her even better. Thor, very good upgrade. Winter Soldier, some people would say it still deserves to be in the must-buy category, but he's just so difficult to use. And now that you have Black Widow, speed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was up here before for me, but then when we got Black Widow tier 3 with her uniform, I just had to drop him down. It's a great upgrade for what he had previously, right, which was not very good, but it's not a must-buy for me anymore. The times have changed. Some would say like White Fox's uniform is a must-buy just because she offers a little bit more to characters that have the leadership tag, and I would definitely consider that. So if you guys would like to see her get bumped up for the updated version of this list, because we're going to update this monthly, right, let me know. Moving on, the above average category here, some of you guys are going to be salty about the Wolverine thing. You think he probably deserves to be in the great upgrade thing. Maybe once I test out this Wolverine uniform. Yes, I did purchase it because there's a crystal spending event going on and I don't really have too much to spend crystals on, and I want to get the mega rank up ticket. So I decided I'm going to buy a couple of these uniforms and test them out. That's why I bought Scarlet and that's why I bought Wolverine. From the limited testing I've done so far, I would say it's honestly just only a little bit better from this to this. So I have to put it in the above average, right beside like Emma Frost. Some people would say War Machine deserves to be a little bit higher, so Spider-Man, but honestly, I think all these characters here are better than the ones. Just saying. Now, moving on, we have the average category. Some of you guys are going to say, hold up, why is Nick Fury down here when he's one of the most heavily utilized characters in the game? We're not talking about how powerful these characters are. We're just talking about their uniform specifically and how much of an upgrade the uniform is giving to the character. Nick Fury's uniform is only offering a little bit of a buff on his 5th skill and his tier 2 passive. So it's not that great of a uniform. The character is just great already, right? So if we're just looking at his overall value, I could easily toss him in the top category as a must-buy, but he's not a must-buy in terms of his uniform. He's a must-buy in terms of the character himself, right? So that's something for you guys to think about. Obviously, if we're talking about strong characters, Crescent wouldn't be down here with these characters. She would be up here. But we're talking about what the uniform is offering for the character. And I think all of these right here are just average uniforms, average upgrades, right? For the most part. So the only ones I would say you should probably like pick out of here if you have everybody up here, like especially the must buy category, Shuri, right? Probably Nick Fury, and yeah, that's about it. To be honest, like Human Torch is not getting that big of an upgrade. He's just a good character overall. Now, this category is gonna bring some controversy because I put it above the decent for Shadowland characters simply because these uniforms are good, but they're outdated. Meaning, if you have them, you don't necessarily need to buy the newer version for the characters, but you probably should, especially Black Widow, right? You definitely want to get Black Widow's new uniform. Anyone of the two is gonna be like a massive upgrade, right? These are not completely useless. You can get them and you can use them in Shadowland, but it's not gonna do much for you. Same goes for the Cap uniform. The Deadpool uniform is a very good upgrade, so maybe I should put it in the above average category. But I want to put it here in the outdated section because it is indeed outdated. I don't want people to look at this and be like, okay, so Deadpool is a great upgrade. Let me go ahead and buy that, right? No, I don't want you to do that because you already have two better options up here. One is rarely ever on sale, the holiday thing, right? But the other one comes around pretty frequently. So yeah, it's something for you to think about. If you don't like playing with a female version of Deadpool, go with the X-Force. You're still gonna put in work, you're still gonna get busy. So that's something for you to keep in mind. Same goes for the uniform for Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, and Sharon Rogers, right? Same for Luna Snow as well. Like these uniforms are very good, but they're now outdated because we get better ones, got better ones, right? I kind of wanted to put this Black Panther uniform even lower, just out of spite. Same goes for the Magneto uniform. But honestly, they're not that terrible compared to their base kit, but they're definitely outdated. Even though Black Panther doesn't have a newer uniform, this is outdated. And I wanted to put it here so that nobody actually buys it, like buys the legendary battle for this uniform because it's not very good. Right? Sad life. Anyways, moving on. Then we have the decent, only useful for Shadowland. Like these uniforms, like let's say you have all of the characters that you want up here and you just want to get a couple uniforms for Shadowland clears, go ahead and pick these up, I guess, right? Maybe they'll be useful for you, especially this one. Like it makes actually Red Hulk a playable character. Loki, I probably could have put in the average category because he does get better, but Loki's kind of outdated, right? I'm saying like the whole summons and then running away, like that's so 2016, 2017. Like, no, we need more from you, Loki. Right? This rogue uniform is pretty tanky, but again, these are only things that are useful for Shadowland. Now, this bottom row right here is actually massive, okay? Look at this list carefully. You should not be buying any of these uniforms at all for crystals in 2020, 2021, 2022, or ever. If these things are still being sold for crystals, you should skip them even if you need them for optionals, okay? They're not offering that much of an upgrade. Some of these are already being sold for gold, right? So you can buy them for gold. However, anything that is still being sold for crystals at this point in the game is not worth it, okay? This one right here is still unavailable because when it first came out, it cost people hundreds of dollars to get this uniform. So this right here, you won't be able to buy it. I don't think they'll ever bring it back. And don't worry, you're not missing out on anything because this was in the infancy of Marvel Future Fight where uniforms were simply just cosmetics and they were not offering skill changes like we know today. So do not worry about this uniform and not being able to purchase it. I know many of you guys are collectors and it's an eyesore to see it, but it is what it is. These right here, if you want to waste money, if you want to support the game, go ahead and just throw all your money into buying all these trash uniforms. Not gonna lie, I showed you guys I own some of them already, but that's because I'm in a different space, right? You should not be buying these unless they are for gold, right? Or if you just have a lot of money to spend and you already own the must-buy uniforms. Like these are the most important uniforms in the game. The like top three categories here these are the most important uniforms in the game. If you have these, you don't need to buy any other uniforms in Marvel Future Fight. No cap. Right? That's all I'm saying. You know what? Scratch that. Buy the store uniform. Buy it. Get it to Mythic. Or actually, they changed it. Get it to Heroic. Get it to Heroic and get that premium comic card because that's legit. That is worth having. Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up here. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this tier list right here. And if you'd like me to do something similar for, I don't know, all the characters in the game, I'm thinking about doing that. So hit me in the comments, hit me on Discord, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.